Okay, hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Dorothy Esse, and this is Retirees Nigeria. In today's video, I'm going to give some tips about making a success of your freelancing career. Yes, freelancing. Freelancing, of course, is a type of employment wherein a person takes up a project or a job, completes it, delivers it, and gets paid. And that ends that particular contract between the freelancer and the client. So instead of being employed, on a long-term basis by a company, freelancers tend to, work as self-employed, delivering, their services on a contract or project basis. This type of freelancing that I'm talking about here is the digital freelancing, which involves the use of a computer system or a computer system or a phone with internet access. And of course, with this type of freelancing, professionals who work from anywhere and everywhere, as long as there's a computer and access to the internet. So in one of my videos, where I talked about jobs and businesses that are suitable for tech-savvy seniors, I mentioned some sites, that you could visit, and you go there to create accounts, and then, sell your markets. And by that I mean sites where you could advertise your skills, get a job, execute it, deliver, and get paid upon completion. So the good thing with this mode of work is that your location really doesn't matter. Yeah, you could be holidaying somewhere, as long as you have access to the internet wherever you are, you'll be able to provide, your professional service. Some of the beginner-friendly sites, for this kind of work, which is freelancing, and that accept Nigerians, include Fiverr. There is the Freelancer. There is a iWriter. You have Guru. You have People Per Hour, and then you have Upwork. And there's also Fiverr. Now, in this video, I'm about to talk about one of those sites specifically, and that is the Upwork freelancing site. If you are interested in any other one, actually, there isn't really much difference. This video will give you an insight into what to expect if you are yet to, venture into freelancing. And if you're already there and you're having some challenges, I'm going to talk about some of the challenges here, and it will help you no matter the site where you are freelancing. So I'm talking about Upwork here. Upwork is one of the oldest online marketplace that provides freelancers with the opportunity to advertise their skills and then get jobs or contracts for those skills. I want you to know that there are millions of employers and independent contractors, from all over the world who are also registered, on Upwork. So the goal of Upwork actually is to act as an intermediary, by connecting professionals like you, to the jobs that are advertised, by clients, irrespective of the location of that client. So you could be working for somebody, in the UK, and you are here in Nigeria. So that's the way it is. And as a professional, you can search for jobs that are advertised, because some of these clients also come there to advertise, for jobs, while you yourself will advertise your skills. So it's both ways. And if they advertise for jobs, you go there and pick the one that matches your skill, and then send proposals to the employer, or clients. Employees, on the other hand, can come to Upwork to view your profile, and then contact you, for your service. It is good to know that Upwork is a very friendly, website. Even for beginners, it's very friendly. And you can actually advertise more than one skill. And so what that means is that when you begin to get jobs, you can get more than one job at a time, and on the different skills that you advertise. And the good thing is to join Upwork, is free, so you don't need to pay any money at the beginning. But you should ensure that whatever job you get on Upwork, that you deliver according to agreed terms. Any job that you accept, you should ensure, because that is what will give you more jobs in future. Because you are going to get referrals from these clients, you are going to get reviews, you are going to get high ratings if your job is professionally done and delivered. So remember this: a good job that is well executed, and delivered increases your ratings, and it gives you high rating that will contribute to the likelihood of your getting more jobs, either from this same client or from other clients. So at the end of the day, it's in your best interest to do your best on any job that you get, no matter how small. Now let us talk about the kind of job that you can get on Upwork. There are many jobs that you could get hired for actually, and this includes translation jobs, digital marketing, data entry, data analysis, content writing, business plan writing, typesetting, graphic design, software development, web design, business planning, and many others. And the educational background of the people that you see registered on Upwork, they range from PhD holders, master's degree holders, first degree holders, to secondary school leavers, and they are in diverse fields registered on Upwork. So whichever category you fall in, you are good to go. Now, talking about how much one can make from Upwork. What you make from Upwork actually varies. There are people who make $10,000 per job on Upwork. There are some who make $5,000 or $1,500 or less or more, depending on the project. And it also depends on your skill rating. It also depends on the competitiveness of the skill that you put forward out there on Upwork. It will also depend on how many are competing for that particular job that has been advertised. So the reviews that you have received so far, whether positive or negative, will also influence the number of jobs, or gigs that you get, and this will in turn, affect your total income. So what am I trying to say? When you do get jobs on whichever site you are in, no matter how small the amount of that job is, be focused and give it your best. Try to surpass the expectations of your client if you can, because a testimonial from a satisfied client will go a long way in building your credibility, and you need it. It will also impress on your client that you are good at what you do. And this for many freelancers has resulted in getting repeat jobs from the same clients, and they also get referrals from that same client because you have done a good job for them. Now let's talk about getting paid on Upwork. Getting paid on Upwork is safe and easy. Once you are hired by a client to do a job, Upwork will ensure that the client pays the agreed amount into Upwork escrow. Yes, that amount that is due to you will be paid first before you begin the job. So upon completion of the job, you now request for your payment, and when Upwork confirms from the client that you have completed the job, your money is released to you. Upwork offers payment protection for both hourly jobs or even fixed jobs. With this escrow method of payment, both the client and you are protected. Okay, let's look at some of the problems that people face when they go online freelancing. The very first one that people get after they have registered is that they said they couldn't find work. Then some complain that they registered, made bids, but for months nobody engaged them or engaged their services. They could not get jobs. I want to give you some possible explanation to this, because as a beginner, if you have not been able to get jobs, it may be that you are applying for the higher those big amount jobs, and don't forget that you do not have a skill rating yet online. You may be a professional who is good at what you do, but they don't know you. So online, as far as they are concerned, you have no experience, you have no rating, let me use that word, because you have not done any job. So nobody has rated your performance. So as a result of your not having executed any job or project yet, which is supposed to boost your rating, potential clients that are now viewing your profile might be worried that you may not be able to deliver quality work, or that you may not be able to deliver on schedule. So let me tell you one secret about getting reviews. If you have executed an offline work for a client in the past, when next this client wants to engage you, find out from them if they are on Upwork. If they are on Upwork, kindly request that they engage you for that job or subsequent jobs through Upwork, because that way you will execute the job there, and then when you are paid, you can ask them to kindly give you a 5-star review. That's on the Upwork platform, and that is if they are satisfied with your work. That's why you should give your best. You should also do this for any job that you complete. Politely request for a 5-star, and then explain how important it is to you. If after some days you do not see any review from the client, you can send a reminder, because they probably have forgotten. And then when you manage to get a job, no matter how small that job is, even if it's a $5 job, do it to the best of your ability, because you may be surprised that your client has $20,000 job waiting for you, or waiting for anyone who will do a $5 job for them. So that is it. Now when you have completed the job, kindly ask that they should refer you, because that's if they are satisfied with your work. Because this is another way, when you do a good job, it's another way to advertise your skills. And then on your profile, your profile, I want to talk about your profile now. Work on your profile. Yes, so that, because your profile is supposed to impress your potential clients who will look through it. Make it attractive and make it look professional. If you have sample of work that you have done before in the past and that you have successfully completed, include them in your profile, like samples of projects that you have completed. For example, if you have screenshots of work that you have done before, put them there. Like if you are a graphic designer, whatever it is you have designed, put it there and let them see. If you are a photographer or you are a video expert, put your previous work there, samples, and let them see what you have done. And then as a beginner, for now, do not go for the big jobs. Leave that one for those with big reviews. Don't go rushing for jobs of $50,000, $10,000, or even $1,000 projects. You can start with the small ones. There's nothing wrong actually if you pick a $10 or $20 job for starters. And I tell you this, never underestimate low paying jobs. When starting out new, do not ever think that low-paying jobs are not worth it. When you think about the amount of effort that you are going to put in, don't think that they are beneath you because the amount is too small. Because this is one of the biggest mistakes that many people make, and so they miss out on many great opportunities that would have come out of that low-paying job that they rejected or refused to apply for. Do not at the early stage, that's when you are just starting, consider the amount of a job or the time that you will spend to complete a job. Don't consider that. Don't look at the amount of time I'm going to spend does not justify what I'm getting, and spending so much time and effort and look for a $20 job. Don't do that at the beginning because you don't have high rating yet. Don't be too selective, even though you are right, but look at the bigger picture. If you execute a job well, no matter how small, you are likely to get good reviews. Aim for good reviews at the beginning. High skill ratings. Look at it as an investment for the future. An investment for bigger jobs, that you are likely to get in future. If you go for small jobs and still cannot get enough jobs, because it has happened to some people, they say they applied for small jobs and they still do not, get those jobs. Now, check well. Are there too many people, register for that skill that you are putting out there? Because if there are already too many professionals like you that are seeking the same project or job that you are bidding for, those professionals, among them, all of you that are seeking for that same job, some professionals may already have high skill ratings, and you are there struggling for a job with them with no rating at all. Why? Because you are a beginner, not because you are not good at that job. And the high rating that they have that you do not have is a plus for them and a minus for you. Why? Because you are a beginner. But don't let that discourage you though. I mean, everyone was once a beginner. Yes, all of us at one point. So keep going. If in your category too many professionals are already registered, if there are too many people in your category, that's in your skill that you have registered for, if this is your situation, consider registering again. That's my advice. Register again, but this time around, go for skills that have fewer people, in that category. Now, still on the ways of, increasing your chances of getting jobs, I want to talk about having a portfolio. At the early stage of your being on Upwork, having a portfolio is very important. Potential clients tend to want to view what you have there. But once your profile, has a lot of, good reviews and earnings, and most clients will not even bother, to look at your portfolio anymore. For the benefit of anyone who does not, know what a freelance portfolio is, a freelance portfolio contains, all of the relevant information, about your work, your skill, your personality, and your contact information. It helps to show why you should be the one that is hired for a job instead of someone else. It's an important tool to show, why you as a freelancer is different and better than others, for a particular job that is available. So if you are a newbie professional freelancer who have not been hired yet, that is online, and so do not have a job, success score, your portfolio should indicate, among other things, that's in your portfolio, you put jobs that you have, executed offline, jobs that you have handled offline, because you need this to show that even though you have no online skill review yet, you are not a novice. So optimize your profile with a good portfolio arrange your gigs in packages, and learn to make use of keywords for that particular skill. Having a portfolio is not only for persons with experience. Even if you are a student, you need one. Yes, if you are a student with even zero skills, you need a portfolio. So what should you put in your portfolio? If you are a student, for example, you include your academic work that you have completed. If there are any school projects, that you participated in, put it there. If you attended a workshop or conference, put it there. If you took part in any competition in school, for example, include them in your portfolio. The whole purpose is to showcase your talents and abilities, to impress any person who is reading your portfolio. And you also need to have, aside this portfolio thing, you also need to have good communication skill. Whether you like it or not, you are judged by your communication and language skills. So if you are not able to communicate, well with your clients, it will affect whether you get a job or not. Especially in the freelancing space where your clients do not actually see you in person. They don't know you. So it is your ability to communicate that will speak for you most times, except you get a referral. So avoid grammatical errors, avoid spelling errors by always taking time to double check, your responses that you send to your clients. And then when applying for jobs, go for the ones that have few applicants. For example, if there are only 10 applicants, for a particular job, then you are more likely to get that job than going for a job where there are 100 applicants or 50 applicants. So as a newbie, you should avoid applying for jobs with a lot of applicants. Another problem that some people face is their inability to register. Some say they couldn't even register their skill, on the freelancing space. One reason may be that there are too many people that are registered for that particular skill. So there's actually a jam, and so you are kept out. New entrants are not allowed because there are so many people there already. One very good area is the area of data entry. There are so many people who are registered for data entry, and some niche in writing. Not all of them. Because, for example, in writing for English, some clients prefer, native speakers, of a particular language, English, French, and so on. So if you are from Nigeria, for example, you put out there that you are a writer, depending on the type of writing, they may prefer, somebody for whom English is their native language. And then if you are experiencing delay in the approval of your account, maybe what you should consider doing is to change your niche. I said maybe there are too many people in that area already, so that is why you can't get in. So change your niche. Sometimes it may need you acquiring new skills, or you may need to just fine-tune, the ones that you already have in order to enable you to shift to another niche. For skills such as social media marketing, some areas of writing, not all of them, search engine optimization, deep learning, machine learning, Rust, and so on, and get you quickly, registered. That is, you create your account fast and get you jobs fast also. There are some areas that will get you job fast because there are few people in that category. And then when you are looking for a job, don't just apply for any job that's advertised. Look at the clients, because just as you have, workers who are not serious with their work, you also have clients who are not serious. Yes, so look at the higher rate of a potential client before you show interest in the job that he advertised. I say this because You may just be wasting your time applying for a job from an unserious client. Some clients never eventually, give out the job that advertised because they change their minds midway. And after posting the job, they didn't bother to go back to check, on, the applicants. So they just leave it at that. And you are there waiting that it's possible you are going to get that job from that client. So if you check the client's hire rate and you find that it is low, you should have a rethink about wasting your time to apply, because it may not be worth the trouble. A client hire rate of, say, 50% or higher seems good in my opinion. Okay, so still on getting, a possibility of getting good jobs, the tips, I want to look at your profile. Yes, your profile picture. Do you have a profile picture? You should ensure that the profile picture that you have is very clear, that it has a high resolution headshot, because this will increase your chance of getting jobs. And no one wants to contract job to somebody, who is faceless. Because some people, they create their account, there's no picture there, and they expect to be employed. Ensure that that picture that you upload is a friendly looking one. I mean, put out a smile out there. It's not fight. It's not a war. Don't be too serious. Be professionally dressed and put a smile on your face. I mean, think about it. Even on social media sites, no one wants to make friends with a faceless individual. Talk less of Upwork, where money is involved. And then add in your profile, add an headline. Put a profile overview. Put your employment history. Put your educational qualification. And if you have any experience, put it there. Keep improving your profile, as you get better on the job. And when you have any new information that will improve your profile, add it to your profile. If your profile, at the beginning does not look good, don't worry. You can submit it again after making some changes to your skill. Now, when you eventually get engaged for a job, ensure that you receive a confirmation email first, that you have been hired for the job. Don't just go ahead and start doing a job. Don't do any job before you are formally hired. In the event that you apply for a job and you got it, and then the client tells you to start working, make your client to understand that you wish to, be formally hired first. And then wait for that confirmation email from Upwork that you have been hired, because when that confirmation email comes, it means that the money you are to be paid after the completion of the job is in Upwork escrow. So that is it, because you must ensure that you will get your money when your job is completed. Okay, I've been talking about Upwork here, but many of the things I've talked about, here also apply to other freelancing sites, whichever freelancing sites, you are using, I want to let you know that you should stay active. Don't just register, your account and then go off. No, keep applying for jobs. If the big jobs, are not coming or they are not available at the moment, take the small ones and keep applying, just to stay active. Because when you constantly submit proposals, it will keep you in the search result of Upwork or whichever platform, you are in. And let me say this finally. finding work on Upwork or any other freelancing, platform can be a daunting task, for a beginner. I agree with that. But know that many other professionals who are making money now in dollars, right now, they went through the same experience. And so if you want to make it as a freelancer, you should be patient at the beginning. Yes, be patient and be willing to put in the time and the effort. For now, you are the one chasing after the employer with your proposal. Keep at it. Things will change in your favor if you are consistent and if you do a good job. Because with time, you will have clients that are looking for you, either for repeat jobs or those who have viewed your profile and want to engage you. So that's the way it works. Keep on keeping on and don't give up. Okay, so this is it for this video. I hope that you find the content useful, and I also hope that you stop by, again for another of my videos. So for now, it's good luck and bye. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time. Bye.